Happy Monday out there, Team 42. It's your skipper here, Darius Dale, to present our macro minute for Monday, November 20th, 2023. It's great to be back. We had a wonderful honeymoon. Really grateful for the time away from the screens, but also grateful for the opportunity to get back after it. So let's go. We'll start with our executive summary from our leadoff morning note. As always, if you want the analysis supporting these conclusions, as well as what to actually do about them in your portfolio, specifically do about them, obviously you need to be a subscriber, 42 Macro, for that information. So we'll start with number one. Per our global macro risk matrix, inflation and deflation are now tied for top-down market regime status, and the evolution of the VAMs, volatile adjusted momentum signals, featured in our global macro risk matrix, is 42 of them, suggests deflation is likely to overtake inflation soon. Number two, recall that both inflation and deflation are risk-off regimes in which investors are generally rewarded for reducing risk. That includes selling rips and risk assets and underweighting cyclical sectors and factors until the top-down market regime transitions to Goldilocks or reflation, which are the two risk-on regimes in our grid process. That said, deflation is less of a risk-off regime than inflation, meaning investors should expect positive relative and absolute performance from defensive assets and defensive sectors and factors. Refer to our discretionary investment ideas summary on page 6 in today's leadoff morning note to review which exposures are being positively and negatively impacted by this regime change. Number three, all told, while we believe our sticky inflation theme will continue to develop over the next few months in line with what leading indicators are suggesting, we do believe that it is likely to continue developing in line with leading indicators. It is, however, unlikely to develop fast enough to disconfirm our prior expectation of a year-end performance chase higher in stocks. Obviously, that's well underway in the past few weeks, which we accurately presaged at the beginning of the month. Anyway, transitioning to our new, beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic, incredible 42 macro dashboard here. We'll quickly hit on some of the longbow signals here. Nothing really jumping off the page in terms of trading range signals, maybe with the exception of the VVIX, but it's not really a tradable product. So we'll go back to we'll leave you with some levels on the S&P here. So in terms of the range for the S&P, we got upside to about 46.08, still making higher highs in terms of the top end of that range. Downside making higher highs as well in terms of 43.65. I know a lot of folks will probably be lining up with two hands to buy the market if it got back down to that level in anticipation of a year-end performance chase. But markets tend not to let you in when things become consensus. So with that, we'll wrap it up. Just kind of picking on a question here from our 42 Macro Aware community. This is available to all clients and subscribers of 42 Macro. This is obviously you guys can interact with each other there, but I have often chime in from time to time to answer subscriber questions and kind of further the broad education process in our community. So we got a question from our friend Gary here. We got a pain trade clarification. He's asking, the pain trade definition is when the majority consensus, bullish or bearish, experiences market volatility moves against the current consensus. Is this true or false? Yes, Gary, that is true. If so, when the pain trade is cited in the deck or video comments, is the current definition of the consensus the AAII bull bear metric or something different? Generally speaking, it's going to be our aggregated positioning signals as well as the AAII bull bear metric. The AAII survey has been a better leading indicator for market moves in 2023 than the CFTC data. It's not always the case, but certainly we're going to go with the hot hand at the current juncture here. So with that, we'll wrap it up there. Darius Dale presenting our macro minute for Monday, November 20th, 2023. Best of luck out there today. We'll catch you back here tomorrow. Cheers.